Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sinless Assassin's 1000th subscriber special stream. Welcome to Larry coming in. Thank you very much for the congrats. Mithril, I don't know if you're still there, or you went to go make those 5 videos, but thank you for stopping by. But yeah, it's been a crazy new year so far. How's your 2026 so far, you guys? For me, I started a new job 3 weeks ago, and to my surprise, I was still able to work on the Detective Duo series. So I'm really grateful for having the time to do that still. Despite my a few nights I had to stay late because I had to correct some mistakes and catch up on work that I was kind of lagging behind on. But good news, I'm caught up at work now. And yeah, now it's time to just enjoy the weekend. Relatively stress-free. I achieved the 1,000 subscriber maybe December. Yeah, it was mid-December. My goal was to get the 1,000 subscriber before the end of 2025. So I really appreciate everybody subscribing when they did. I'm gonna turn this music off. It's kind of way too intense. As much as I love it and as much as I love to share it, I'll just speak in silence because I don't want to compete with my own music. But yeah, that's lovely, Larry says. Very happy to hear that 2026 has been good to you. It's been great for me so far too. Okay, yeah, tell me more about how it's been going for you, Larry. I haven't talked to you since last year, I think. I feel like it's been some months since I last talked to you. But as I was saying, I didn't achieve this milestone I got to achieve this milestone mid-December, and you guys have my undying gratitude for that. It means a lot to me that after how many years of a mini retirement that I had this opportunity to just work on videos, stream gameplay, and make these short films for you guys and reach this amount of subscribers. So, yeah, jeez. I cannot express my gratitude enough. So if I sound like a broken record saying thank you more than 1,000,000 times today, please understand I'm just overwhelmed by how much gratitude I have for that. Yo, Crip. Can't hang out, but happy on the 1,000. Crip says, can't hang out, but happy 1K. Big dog. Love you. Heart, heart, heart. Right back at you, Crip. I think it's been a long time since I talked to you, too. So thank you for stopping by just to say hi. I hope that the next stream, God willing, God permitting, that I can continue streaming every Saturday morning like I'm doing right now, that you catch me on the next time. Crip. Larry says, well, I got busier and busier by the time. So far, I made some breakthrough in my own projects. Yes, good stuff. And your drawing has improved over the 2 or 3 years since I've known you. Started going to the gym. Yo, Larry, getting those girds. Larry Blaskowitz wants to be jacked, just like BJ Blazkowicz, his cousin. But yeah, I am gonna try to set up a second video so I could keep up with the chat at the same time while I game. But yeah, to celebrate, I'm just gonna play as good old Daredevil in the black suit. It's the one character mod that made me really want to get Sifu. Like, I already wanted to get Sifu since the first trailer. It was like love at first sight, honestly. But then when I saw gameplay, excuse me, Voyager's Revenge video in particular of Daredevil, I'm like, yeah, I really need to get this game now if I didn't already. But yeah, enough preamble yapping. Actually, give me one moment. Enjoy the music while I go get my second screen set up. Alright, I have returned. I'm ready to actually start playing now. Let me just set up the Sifu volumes and stuff that I didn't think to do before hitting stream, because I'm a professional YouTuber, you guys. I think about these things, and then I actually execute them. But yeah, no, hold on. Let's switch on over to the correct screen. The Sifu show for you guys. You know what? This song's awesome. Let's just finish it off. Alrighty, so you've been graced by one of my favorite tracks that I've made. Yeah, I guess it's time to go get some kung fu fighting in order now, right? Let's see what Larry said here. Thanks a lot. Haha. Yes, even drawing at the moment. Thanks for the compliments. Also, yes, gym is a good investment, not gonna lie. I have one body, so better keep it in best shape as I can. Yep. And so it does begin. So, I'm just gonna feel it out, man. We're gonna go through the campaign. No, we'll go through some arenas first, and then we'll do the campaign. I'll be alternating, switching between Kiriko and Daredevil. Unfortunately, my photoshopping skills weren't good enough to fit Kiriko and Daredevil in my thumbnail today. And I was in a rush. I just wanted to get this started. I've really missed this game. And streaming it for you guys. Lovely music. Yes, heavenly music. Thank you. Yeah, that's one song that I really poured my heart and soul into. It was the sequel to the first song that was playing at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, let's get some practice in. I have goals. What's that? Shrine rewards? Are those mine, or is that the game's? Ooh, I'm not playing too good, hey? Let's start over. We can do better than this. I'm a Sifu master. Come on. Yeah, I did compose it, Larry. Those first two songs. All the music I play on my streams now, and all the music I put in my short films, are composed by me. Cause, you know.
What you doing in here, pal?
How can I put this without sounding arrogant and without sounding too self-defacing? But basically, I'm monetized now. My channel's monetized. And I am too broke to afford licensed music that I could use, or royalty-free music. So I compose my own. Or I'm cheating. I'm using a lot of music that I've already composed like years ago. I actually haven't written a full-on song for a long time. I've dabbled a little bit last year, but not to the extent of 2024, where I composed a full film soundtrack. Like in the case of that feature-length Sifu film. Tifa and Kiriko's Divergent Destinies. Which I believe you saw. Yo, Strider! Welcome. I'm at work. Just wanted to say I'm happy for your accomplishments and good luck. Sorry, I know it's not much. Hey, man. I'm appreciative that you stopped by at all. That makes me feel even better. I'm also trying composing music. I can feel the soul. Yeah, man. If you ever need pointers, I'm always more than happy to help out. Learning a lot of music theory for that movie a couple years ago really stretched me as a musician, because I used to just wing it, you know. I would just play whatever sounded good. But when I learned music theory, I'm like, okay, now I can be more intentional on what kind of chords and song structures I can use, what kind of keys I can modulate to. And I knew, ooh, that's another thing. I learned how to actually do key changes properly rather than just winging it. Now I do it intentionally. Strider Splatoon Warrior. What a name. Yeah, we'll warm up through some random ass. You die on structure broken? Oh, okay, let's see how that goes. Anyway, off to work again. Sorry I can't stay long. No worries, man. I'm not gonna demand you to, like, take the day off of work and watch me play instead. I know you need to make your money so you can afford your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Strider. So, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I see. You also made lots of Daredevil shorts. I suppose he's your favorite hero. Yeah, you could say that. Batman's actually my favorite hero. But since Daredevil's kind of similar, he's like a darker, grittier Dark Knight, so... Yeah, they're up. Daredevil's up there. I know Batman so much more. I've watched and read more variants of Batman throughout my life. Daredevil, I've only watched the Netflix series. And, I guess I kind of enjoyed his presence in the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon, but that's about it. Yeah, that Daredevil from Netflix. He killed her. What's that? See ya, Batman isn't blind. Yeah. Saraizu, I never expected to catch you on stream. Nice. Congrats on the 1K. Thank you. Those Dark Magician Girl cards are not going to buy themselves. Yes, Strider. Make that bank, bro. Get those cards. My favorite Marvel hero is Iron Man. Right on. What do you like about Iron Man? What makes him your favorite, Larry? Never use YouTube live chat, so I don't know how it works. Yeah, same shit. It's a chat field. You say what you gotta say, and it's there. And then you can also send some hearts, I guess, if you'd like. Every heart you send gives me 2 cents. No, I'm kidding. What was I gonna say? I actually saw... It was one time at church. I saw a guy who looked like Tony Stark, but like an older, more Italian version of Tony Stark. He was there with his daughter, his daughter's husband, and their kids. And it was very cute because this Tony Stark looking fella at church, during the priest's sermon, his daughter was whispering into his ear the translations of whatever the priest was saying. And so that was like a very sweet thing to see. That his daughter was translating things for him. Good old super Italian, slightly older Tony Stark at church. Oh shit. As you can tell, I've not got that good at Soul Calibur. Not good at Sifu anymore. I don't play it that much. Only to create films. And if you guys watched the latest detective duo episode, which was the season 1 finale, I had to like get hurt on purpose just to make the fights look interesting. Anyways, I feel like I'm talking loud. Let me know if I'm coming off loud or not loud enough on the stream. I know I kind of ruined the sound quality last time by having music kind of compete with my voice. It's probably the character. Tony Stark is this arrogant philanthropist billionaire. He acts like an asshole at times, but still has a heart of gold. Also has a robot. Yeah, that's... I love those different dimensions of him. He's arrogant because he had a rough childhood and he needs to keep up the front so he doesn't crack under his insecurities. That's very nice of them to do. Yeah. It's funny because Stark actually has a daughter in canon. Oh, really? Cool. Shitty because new term gonna start and I'm stressed. Nah, okay, no, new term at school, eh? Shit. Hope you, getting some proper sleep, proper breakfast, proper exercise, sorry, so that, you could take on the school days much better. Sheesh. Gotta fall out of the prime for action. You sound okay. No issues. Okay, good. Yeah. Feels good to actually play the game rather than just milk it for content. It's all an excuse for me to brainwash people into my way of thinking because my story... Nah, I'm kidding. My story is just a basic kung fu comedy. You know, Chen Yaren and Chen Zhen. They're twin cops that just want to serve justice. Invincible till... Okay, let's see how this goes.
This is as far as you go.
Wow. Yeah, let's get a hotter start than that. I got poisoned last time from school, only breakfast to eat, and deal with studies, but I appreciate the words. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, if you can fix yourself something nice at home, like 2 eggs and a couple pieces of toast, it's good enough, with a nice warm coffee to go down with it. I've had a nice breakfast every morning for the past 3 weeks since I started this new job. Coffee. Oh wow. This is what happens when I try to read.
As far as you go.
I hate these capture missions. Kato, I'm a dormitory. Basically jailable legal. True. I've had chicken sandwich every morning for the past 3 weeks. With like whole grain bread. It's really good. So it's just like mayo, chopped onions, I think garlic too. With little strips of chicken in there. And that with a scorching hot coffee every morning. Oh, it's been so good. It's been a good way to start the new job, which I've had for 3 weeks now. And hey, guess what? They haven't fired me yet. So I guess I must be doing the job right. down there? It is. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of the job. I like it now. Well, I always did like it. I just didn't appreciate it before. I used to think it was like kind of beneath me when I had it half a decade ago. I got rehired at my old company, but a new position with so much more to do. And I was overwhelmed, man. There's just a lot to do. Apparently my new job is supposed to be easier than my old one. But I feel like I've made more mistakes this time than I did last time. Or maybe I just don't remember them anymore. I don't know. But otherwise, it's a fun job, man. I'm in an accounting department. I'm in the accounting department of this place. And despite my inability to do math, I'm doing pretty good, and I really, really love... Oh, it's stairs that you gotta capture. What the heck? This is the part? Or is it here? What the fuck? What? Where? Like here? Just this? Here? Kitchen stairs? I'm so confused. This is it? How come there's no like white line to indicate like this is the... Oh, there's this. That's the line right here. Wow, I really did bad on this one. Oh well. Yeah, capture zones are not my strong suit. Neither is math, but somehow I'm doing this job. What was I gonna say? Yeah, let's just focus on Kung Fu first. Damn. Yeah, you know what? I'll do way better in the campaign. Yeah, this guy's gonna... Fear not, I can't do math either. Alright. So, when I say that this, in my videos, my recorded videos, when I say this is your premier channel for top-notch gameplay, I only mean that about the pre-recorded videos and not the live streams at all. Strong structure damage on the deflect. Okay, avoids deal damage. Okay. You know what? Let's make a video right now, just for the heck of it.
Come here.
You come here. Oh wait, Daredevil doesn't kill. What am I doing? That wasn't. That was so inaccurate. That was not lore accurate at all. Let's let's do it the way Daredevil would. He wouldn't wait. Bruce Lee would wait for them to come to him. Daredevil,
Come here.
he just... You broke the rule. How could you? I know, eh? Pacifism. No, it's just brutality to the point of near death. Just like Batman. It's okay. He's not killing them. He's just making them require lots of medical attention for the rest of their lives. It's mercy, right? They live a life of suffering because of their crimes. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay, good. They don't die since they are not in the United States. They don't do it for health insurance. I won't kill you, but the hospital. Yo, that's what Batman should say. I won't kill you, but your hospital bills will. You know, now that you say that, I feel like I'm overdue. No! I killed him! He broke the rule. Yeah, let's just break the rule. This is Daredevil finally having that bad day in his life. Just like the Punisher said he would. Oh, this is so not accurate. That is a love for Spider-Man. He was afraid to put his uncle and aunt in debt when he got bit. That's great. That is great. But yeah, I think I'm overdue for a rewatch of the Dark Knight series. Trilogy, whatever. But yeah. Let's get started on the campaign. Let's do some campaign. All 5 push. Yeah. So lore inaccurate. We'll be more lore accurate now. Let me just hydrate before I dihydrate and take a look at Dipshit Core to see if anyone's gonna come. But yeah, let me know how you guys have been doing. What else have you guys been up to? Larry, you've got your projects. Sorry, you've got school coming up. But what have you guys been doing aside from your hobbies? Hope you guys have been having some quality time with your friends and family. All that good stuff. What do you do? Yeah, what do you guys do for fun when you hang out with your buddies? What games are you guys playing? That's what I want to know. What else? There's lots of things I could be asking you guys, but I'll keep the questions there because I'm just super excited, you know. I've been waking up 4 o'clock every morning. 4 to 6 o'clock, somewhere between there. But mostly 4 o'clock. It's like whenever I'm like behind on work or there's something I know I need to fix the next day, my mind won't let me sleep for more than 4 hours. Like if I get everything done like I did yesterday, my brain will say like, yeah, sure, you deserve 6 full hours of sleep. Uninterrupted maybe. But when I have like unfinished stuff, I wake up at 4 and my brain's like, hey, remember that thing, that account you need to change the status of? Or that payment you gotta adjust? I'm like, oh jeez. But I've been pretty good and very fortunate, very blessed, very grateful. I've had some rough days with like piles of work I struggled to get through. Lots of mistakes I've made. But I work at a place where I'm kindly corrected for the most part, like 95% of the time. The 5% of the time where maybe there's a little bit of a aggression and disappointment, I would say is warranted because I am not paying attention close enough to certain things. So I'll gladly accept that feedback. Not gladly, but humbly. If not hobbies, it's friends and family. You bought RDR2, Quake, Wolfenstein New Order. Oh, nice. You've been working on KCD2 modding. Oh, nice, nice. With 1 to 2 people over 2 to 3 months trying to finish it. What's the mod? Half Sword, EA. Nowadays GOT, Dark Tide, probably Neo. Wow. So you guys are a lot like me, just juggling a bunch of different games at once. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of. Actually, I haven't been playing a lot. I looked at my Steam hours for the past couple weeks. I only have 12 hours of gameplay. I only have, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 5 hours to myself when I come home from work. So I only dedicate maybe 30 to 60 minutes to play something. So what is it? 6 o'clock, I come home. have dinner, chill out for a bit, and that's about done by 7 to 8. Yeah, 7 to 8 is my 7 to 8 p.m. are usually gaming time, and then 8 p.m. that's when it's time to work on some videos between Tuesday and Thursday. Because the thing I promised myself to do upon getting this job again is to make sure I continue my creative pursuits outside of work so I don't get depressed. What happened last time was I stopped writing, I stopped I stopped studying Korean, I stopped journaling, and yeah, it's like, oh, I just lived for the job. And of course I'd get depressed if that's all I did. And I had a very miserable attitude towards the job last time I had it. This time around, I know that even if I didn't partake in creative endeavors and just focus on just the job, I think I'd do relatively okay because I appreciate the work now. And I actually get excited about it because let's be real. I'm a freaking nerd for Microsoft Excel. If I can learn new things in that and, you know, organize and analyze data through it, oh, it's amazing. See, I've been yapping. The brain thing is the same for me, Larry says. It won't leave me alone if I don't complete stuff. Yep. Saraizu says, basically the mod restores most armors to be historically accurate. Oh, sweet. Addition of new ones and makes the game more appealing visually. I thought it already was, though. More option for user to drip, and gameplay will be longer. I play Insurgency Sandstorm. It's experience that. True. The game doesn't hold your hand if you play first time. Holds too much in the second game. Becomes brain smooth afterwards. Yeah. That's what I don't like about some of the games I bought recently. I refunded them though. What have I been playing? Not much, man. Maybe a little bit of Blue Reflections. Second Light. It's a little psychologically daunting but cute aesthetic JRPG. I've also been playing a little bit of Hades. Oh, Onirism. That game was like unironically very good. Unironically very good. I might play it for a future stream. But for now, let's just settle with the settle down, settle in with tried and tested Sifu, you know. But yeah, so I find that having only 5 hours to myself after work makes my gaming and production time that much more meaningful, because it's like, yeah, I can't afford to get distracted and waste time in between any of this, because I'm under a tight schedule to get to bed by 11 p.m. And it takes me a long time to sleep, so maybe realistically I actually only fall asleep at midnight. But yeah, you know, I've made sure to continue my creative endeavors. To feed my soul outside of work. Yeah, I just have overall better self-care routines now compared to last time, where I'd be abusing some substances, just vaping weed, and playing video games. That's what it was for me 2019, 2020. I hadn't yet discovered the joys of video editing. I pigeonholed myself into just being a writer. I want to write a novel. But even when I did have all the time in the world, 2023, was it 2022 or 2023? Yeah. Between 2022 winter and the beginning of 2023, I hyper-focused on finishing a novel. I'm like, yeah, I could write a novel. I know how to do it. It is fun to a certain degree. But I always had a stupid mentality throughout my 20s in regards to writing. I was like, oh yeah, I want to write novels that are so good that they become films. And then once I started actually making films, like machinima films, I'm like, oh, this is what I should have been doing all along, just making films from the outset. Especially through games, because it's easier and more affordable than trying to gather a crew of actors, production people, like lights, location scouters, and all that stuff, you know? Time has come to dip, Sori says. Gotta help my mom with chores. Wish you both a good day. Congrats again, Kato. Larry, appreciate the welcoming. Bye-bye. I second what Larry says. It was funny. It was fun chatting with you. Sorry. Alright. Hope you spent some quality time helping your mother out. Hope you in particular have a good rest of your weekend. Oh yeah, Larry, I don't know if you've seen the detective duo yet, but basically I have lip-synced dialogue in my Sifu films now. Highly recommend you check those out when you can. I think being able to have characters that have mouths that move instead of people just staring at each other blankly with voices coming out of their blank faces. Yeah, it's just so much better now that their mouths move. And as I get into this stream, I realize I should have eaten before this stream, but whatever. I'll do a part 2 to this. I would say I'll get up to the second club, or second level, the club. And if I'm still hungry by then, I'll peace on out for a bit. Or you know what, I'll get a snack. I don't want to completely ditch the stream just to have a full-on lunch. I'm going to order pizza for my family tonight, so I'll just get a small snack after this level. Yeah, my stomach is rumbling. Oh, he's also clips. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I wish I could animate that well, but I can't afford a real animator, so I don't have the patience to learn how to do it. Fucking burned me out last year to try to learn Blender, and I guess it just wasn't meant to be. It reminded me to be a little bit more humble, right? Like, I'm glad that God gifted me with the talents of video editing, composing music, writing stories. But I just don't have the affinity for animation. I didn't understand how to use that program at all. So I burnt out. Now I just use AI, for now. If I could find animators who are affordable and can do what I want, yeah. Fear not, Jeb, you will get there someday. No. Yeah, I mean, in regards to finding animators, yes. But I don't see myself doing the animation myself. Like, it's a sad thing, but I mentioned this in my video, How to Live Life Like a Video Game. But basically, when I was a kid, I used to love drawing and wish I could, like, animate cartoons. But alas, my talents just do not sway that way. I'm sure that if I dedicated myself well enough, maybe I could get better at drawing and animating. But why do that when I have a more natural inkling towards writing stories? You know, I could paint a better picture by writing 1,000 words to describe a place than actually draw a place. I tried animating when I was 14 through Flash, and then again as an adult, just last year. And it just wasn't for me, unfortunately. But I shouldn't be greedy. God gifted me with more than enough talents to work with. And instead of lamenting what I can't do, I should be thankful for what I can do and utilize it to the best of my ability as I have been.
Boss said nobody gets through. Jordan. Back the fuck up.
Oh man, I've just been thinking like, what a long couple months it's already been. Or a month and a half, I should say. Oh, so much going on in my personal life. The short of it is basically my dad got sick. We're taking care of him at home. And then on top of that, I got the new job, so I'm gone most of the day. Thankfully, my mom and sister are there to help my dad out. And all despite the struggles we're going through, I'm thankful that I get to have a job as laid back as it is. That I have cool coworkers. I joke around a lot with them. It really dispels the negative portrayal of office jobs in the 90s. You know, on films, TV shows, they made office jobs look like absolute hell. And I'm sure they can be. But thankfully the office I work at is very positive. A lot of fun characters. It's like The Office. Yeah, I hope my dad recovers quickly too. He said I'm also very grateful that God gave me the talents I have. I even got to a school where I'll be able to learn animation. What? Like a separate school or at your high school? I'm gonna start over. Because that was very bad on my part. And then I'll grab a snack before the second level. Hoping to God that more people come join this 1,000 subscriber stream and celebrate with me, because I've been just aching to stream. Like, I had such a blast in October streaming Arkham City for like a week or two. That was a lot of fun to experience the campaign with everybody watching. Yeah. So I'm grateful that I've landed a pretty good job. It's simple but not easy, though I think I'm finally getting it. You know, I started out the first 3 weeks slow as hell, not knowing what I'm doing, staying late to make up for mistakes or just to catch up on things. But yesterday I finally got things done early. I got things done on time on Thursday, and that was great. And then yesterday, I just got things done early. So early that I had nothing to do in the afternoon. So I volunteered to help somebody out with their work. And as I was doing that, that's when people started emailing me to do more things. Like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Had high school. High schools have 4 grades. You go there for 4 years. Yeah, I know that. But graduating to 19, get a degree. Here you can get it from animation photography. Oh, sick. Good for you, man. I hope learning animation bodes well for you. Way better than it did for me. There we go. Now I'm playing properly. So yeah, you know, despite the mistakes, despite my dad struggling, and it's stressful helping him out because he's kind of a stubborn old man. Uh, Life is pretty good, and I'm grateful for every day I get to live it, man. Just this morning, I went to my church men's group, and one of the first guys I talked to this morning, I was asking him like, "Hey man, how you been and how are you?" And he just like he said, because he's an older fellow, he's an older fellow, maybe in his late 60s, early 70s, and he was telling me he's like, you know what, at my age, with what little time I might have left, I'm thankful for every day that I'm here. And I said, yeah, praise God, man, because any day above ground is a good day. And one might say, oh, well, what if you have to take the subway? Yes. Yes, same thing applies. Any day above ground is a good day, because I hate taking the subway. How can I get mods for this game? Welcome, M3 Fox. You could go to nexus.com, nexus.com. If you're playing on PC, you just have to go to your game files and make a folder for the mods to drop into. I would show you, but I don't want to expose my PC. Not that I have anything to hide, of course. No, but also I don't want to go through that process right now. But basically, yeah, just go download mods off nexus.com. Yeah, there's instructions in most of those mods. They tell you to make a mod folder in your game files. You download the pack and sig files for certain characters and whatnot. And then, yeah, you just drop the files into that folder you make. Yeah, no problem, M3 Fox. Hope you get the mods you need. Just curious, if you're sticking around for the stream, what mods were you looking forward to downloading?
Come on, speed this up. I don't want to be late for the club. Who in the what are you doing?
Yeah, I understand Sifu is a game you want to put mods in, but which characters? Like Daredevil, like I'm using right now, the Yakuza guys, anime girls, whatever floats your boat, man, let me know. I just love this game and all its mods. Well, not all the mods, but you know, you get what I mean. I love that there's a mod scene for it. You just got your PC? Oh, congrats. Welcome to the PC Master Race. Wait, why did I laugh so evilly? Yeah, because we are evil. PC Master Race will never shut the hell up about how much better it is to play on the PC than it is on the console, you know? Yeah, congrats indeed, as Larry says. Man, I'm so hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I haven't eaten since. What time did I get there? 7:50? Yeah.
Hey, this is private property.
It's like 30, not 30. 3 to 5 hours now. I can't do the math. I don't even know what time it is right now. Why did I try jumping over that? That makes no sense. You want the Bruce Lee mod? Oh, yes. With a moveset, right? The Jeet Kune Do moveset. Yo, Bruce Lee mod? Oh, man. Oh, dude.
Boss said nobody gets through.
Which Bruce Lee one? The one in the yellow tracksuit or the open shirt one? The Kung Fu outfit. Because they're both pretty good. I love the Bruce Lee Reborn mod. Oh. I'm so grateful that those modders reached out to me of all people and let me use it before everybody else so I can make that video. Bruce Lee. You know, I've been highly considering making my own little Bruce Lee short film series as a break from the Detective Duo one. That was fire. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I put my heart and soul into that one. I put my heart and soul into all of them, but for that Bruce Lee video in particular, it was like even more than usual. Because like these modders, they're expecting me to make their mod look as good as possible. And to showcase certain combos and moves that they put into the move list. So I'm just like, yeah, I need to like step up my A game for this. Okay, Fajar, admittedly, he's still a boss I struggle with. So I'm gonna focus for this fight. And I'll shut the hell up for once. I feel like I've been yapping forever. The anime female one? Yeah, cool. You're probably talking about Kiriko, who I will play for the next level, actually. Not gonna lie, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Makes me wonder, I guess, they have Doomslayers. Yeah, they have Doomslayer skin, it's awesome. Evil supreme beings that we are. What do you mean, Larry? Are you PC Master Race now too? Did you get a gaming PC? Oh, sick. Wait, is that what you're saying? Did you get a gaming PC also, Larry, or did you always have one? Because I swear you only played console. Unless I'm mistaken. Going Overwatch? Yes, I am. That's a game I'm so scared to stream. Because I suck so bad at it. But for shits and giggles, maybe I will. Yeah, let's switch over to Kiriko after this. Because, like, I miss playing as her in this game. I've been playing Overwatch for sure, but to have her in Sifu. Because in the Detective Duo series, Kiriko only, like, appears in the interlude sections where she and Chief Jen are talking. He's telling her his story. She hasn't been like an active participant in this story since her movie with Tifa. Oh, you've been a long time, buddy. Okay, yeah. My bad. I forgot. I've been a long time, buddy. PC gamer. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's right. That's right. Where do you play Doom from, right? How did I forget? You play all these Doom mods and all these FPS games. But yeah, let's switch over to the girlfriend. Good old Kiriko. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get myself a snack. You guys can enjoy my music for a moment or two while I go get some food. Oh, real quick before I go for my snack. M3 Fox, 9060 XT, that's the graphics card that I am gunning for. 2 or 3 more paychecks from now, I will get it. But right now, I need breathing money. I should probably I probably shouldn't divulge that information. But anyways, Larry says, I remember the video where Kiriko kept switching between her evil side and normal. Yeah, that was the full feature length film. It was like the evil side creeping into her psyche, and then it gets fully unlocked when Sean beats the crap out of her, and she can't rely on her natural strength anymore. She needs to tap into her dark side and fight more aggressively. So glad you still remember that, because that was a very momentous fight that I wanted to make for her. But yeah, anyways, enjoy the song. I'm just going to get a quick snack, see what's in the pantry, and I'll be right back. Just enjoy the music. Alright, we're back with the mic. I just inhaled my spaghetti. Small little bowl of it. Okay, that's gonna hold me over till pizza time tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna go play the club. And we'll see how I feel after that. Yeah, I don't feel like I have much else to do today. Other than just play. I feel like I've earned it. 3 weeks of hard work. Excuse me. Learning a new job. Trying my best to contribute to the team. Then of course, trying to take care of things at home as well, wherever I can. Taking out the trash, doing dishes. Helping my dad out with whatever he needs. Since he's become handicapped the past couple months. I don't want to go into too much detail about what's going on with him. But thoughts and prayers would be appreciated. It's really sad, man, to watch your parents age. Or to watch a parent age. My mom is still, like, young and sprightly with the way she acts and lives. Whereas my dad, you know, he kind of neglected his health throughout his life, smoked a lot, and now he has a host of, like, so many health issues. It looks like she's part of the game, right? Yes, that's why I like Kiriko being in this. She'll look even more part of the game during the burning trials. Oh, you know what? For the museum, I'll switch over to Bruce Lee. And I'll use the Jeet Kune Do moveset too, of course. Because you can't play Bruce Lee without the Jeet Kune Do moveset, you know? I don't know why Yang's moveset is OP. It feels OP at first just because he has so many... It seems like he has a lot of different mix-ups. But I actually have a guide on my channel on how to understand Yang's behavior. So you can always look that up. If you go to my channel, look up the Yang guide, and you can figure out the way he's going to behave and how he reacts to your things. Fear not, pal. Praying your dad makes a quick recovery. Yeah, and pray that me and my family can have all the love and patience to take better care of him. Because he's kind of difficult. Even before he got sick, he was rather difficult to deal with. But he's my father. I gotta love him. Even if I don't like him. That's not true. That's not true. I've grown to like him over the years. But, yeah. Take care of your parents, folks. They do so much for you. And sometimes people don't realize it until a lot later in life. Ooh. Whoa, I just got swarmed. That was not good at all. Start over. It's getting too sentimental. Pray to all. Thank you. Okay, let's lock in. Let's stop feeling sappy. You know, life is good. He's still alive. And he's recovering. He's not degrading in his condition. I'm getting better at my job. You know? So everything's good. Everything is amazing. And the weather. That's another beautiful thing I'm thankful for. It's clearing up again. It's very sunny today. It's like we had almost a week full of sunshine until yesterday. It snowed. It was really cold. I was slipping and sliding all over the roads. Not because I'm a bad driver, but because the roads were very icy. And yeah, sun's up. Day's amazing. And then we're gonna have a nice pizza party later tonight. Life is great. So let's buck up as we fuck up these enemies in Sifu. Sinless is cooking at Sifu. Yes. You were cooking on paper indeed. I will never not tell you how much you're improving in your drawing skills. Because it seems like you're on that constant hunt for improvement all the time. Like my drawing skills peaked when I was like 9 years old. The way I drew when I was 14 was pretty much the same way I drew when I was 9. Like I made zero progress. That's another reason why I quit doing it. Because again, yeah, no natural affinity for it. But video editing, making music, yeah, there's always some obvious improvement. And that's why I stuck with those. Ah, man. What a freaking year it's already been so far. Grateful for every single day I get to experience this, man. After everything I've been through, which I'm not going to go into details of because why? Why stress you and myself out with that crap? It's over and done with. But yeah, after everything I've been through and how everything's turning out now, I feel blessed and grateful every single day. And I suggest you should too. And I'm trying to say that like sincerely, man, because like life is a gift, man. You only get one. So better make it count. There we go. What the fuck? Yo, fuck these guys. Okay, let's fuck them up. Glad to hear all those compliments on my drawings. They mean a lot to me. Skills are called a beginner, but yes, I'm always improving with each artwork I make. Yep. And if you're not cringing at your old work, that means you still gotta improve. Like I look at my first few Sifu short films, like, oh man, that's the angle I chose. And that's how I decided to move the camera? Really? And that's how bad I used to play? Damn. It's hard to watch my old videos now. Okay, let's lock in. As the cringy young folks say these days.
Yeah?
Then I gotta shoot a bunch of invite texts for my little pizza party. It's gonna be a good time. No alcohol required. You know, oh man, I look forward to buying a Steam Deck one day. I would love to play Sifu on the go. You know, there's some times where I'm just like, I don't know, just downtime at a party. Or maybe I'm traveling somewhere for some reason using public transit instead of driving myself around. I'm just like, man, you know, I don't want to look at my phone because social media is freaking boring. So I just don't do that. But I also would love to be playing Sifu right now. So, hey, I can do that now. Well, not now, but some point in the near future, I hope. I could get a Steam Deck. Sifu, of course, being the first game I put on it. I'll just play the shit out of it on the go, you know. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that happened to me. I decided to go read the old PS SB text and prequel. What the fuck? This is unreadable and delete. Oh, you deleted it. Oh, that's too bad, man. I would have kept it and be like, yep, this is a reminder, a stark reminder. of your humble origins, you know?
What is this mess?
Okay, let's mess up these disciples, yeah? Let's mess them up real good. Because, like, I can't believe I died to them like that. Like, that's just not how well I usually play. Not like the good old days of, like, 2 years ago. When I played this game religiously. Here's what I... Oh, did I grab it? I did. Okay, good.
Who's this?
There we go. That's how you beat them, kind of. What? That didn't hit her. Baseball bat would be fun. How could I read that with a straight face? Hey man, gotta have respect to your old self. That awkward novice is who you had to be to become the ever-growing student that you are now. Which is me reminding myself that more than I'm telling you that. Because I did kind of like shit on my own self earlier in regards to my old Sifu films. Oh man. But I can appreciate, you know, where I came from and what I've learned since then. You know, it's thanks to all these video essays on filmmaking that I've just vastly improved my skill set and all that good stuff. Damn, I feel like I need another coffee today. Getting tired already. Been up since 4. I just stayed in bed though, toasting like a warm little cinnamon bun. Because it's so cold here in Canada. True, true. The most things when were written in the old scripts let me pass on were taken by me and dismantled and rebuilt with new parts to far better shapes. Yep. Cinnamon bun in bed, you say? Maybe you say that 3 times at midnight. S-Wolf will summon? Yeah. Yeah, I invited S-Wolf and everyone from the writing server. I guess he and rest of them are busy. That's alright. I would have streamed if no one was watching. I'd still yap just as much. Except the difference would be I'd be asking 0 questions and yapping completely. I didn't know that guy wore a hat until you knocked it off of him. Interesting. Oh, cool. I tripped both of them. Oh man, now I can fight this guy properly. Because for the Detective Duo season finale, I gave him like 400% more health. And I let him hit me a few times. Just so that there was a little bit of suspense in the fight. Not gonna lie, these videos of yours could be a good reference for combat scenes. Yes! Yes, please use them to your heart's content. They are there to inspire and spark joy in y'all. It'd be an absolute honor if my videos can help inspire your combat scenes. Especially Detective Duo. I do a lot of subtle things that I haven't done yet until that series. The way I approach the fights now is like, it's not just, oh yeah, cool gameplay and cool looking fights. It's like, no, I'm trying to tell a story. That's why I love pro wrestling, right? They tell a story using their bodies. Doing all these athletic moves on each other and shit. And a lot of the wrestling is not the wrestling, but what happens in between the moves. Like the stare downs, playing to the crowd, all that good stuff. And while I can't do that exactly in Sifu, moments where, you know, characters could look at each other, glance, you know, slow motion on the faces when they're hurt. You can tell a great story without any words, based on how people fight. Most of my cast uses cold weapons anyway, so it could work. True that. What do you mean cold weapons? Like ice moves? They freeze each other and stuff? And Blaze, I guess, uses fire. Yeah, let's start doing that. Yeah, I will switch to Bruce Lee after this. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna switch to Bruce Lee. Ice-powered beings, yeah, some do. Blaze uses a combat knife similar to Rambo's, which can be heated up with his flames. Cool. As you say that, I'm thinking of like an RPG or something, where you spend one turn powering up his weapon, so he does like triple damage the next turn. That's just what I'm thinking. You know, where's Doom Girl? I haven't seen her in a couple days. I hope she's okay. Was it just yesterday I didn't see her, or like 2 days now? I just randomly thought of her. I think probably because she used to come to my streams a lot. And like playing Sifu like this again the way I used to, and it brings me back to, was it last year? No, 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. Doom Girl, S-Wolf, they came to the film premiere. That was great. Death Beanie Dave came for the premiere of Season 1 finale for Detective Duo. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Bruce Lee soon. Speak of the devil, she shall appear. Damn, there you are. How are you doing today, Miss Slayer? That's a good idea. I thought many times, what kind of game would SP have? Yeah, an RPG. And there's RPG Maker, which is very flexible. I think with your artistic skills, making pixel art is probably no fucking problem at all, right, Larry? Just make some pixel versions of your cast. Put them into RPG Maker. Boom. Got yourself the Blaze. Sorry, what's his first name? Something Blaze? Spencer Blaze. You got yourself the Spencer Blaze RPG. Right there. Yeah, we just... the timing was crazy. That was the craziest timing. I was just randomly thinking of her. Or thinking of you. Because I was like, yeah, you used to come to a lot of my video editing streams, which I always appreciate, of course. And like, yeah, I was saying, like, where the heck have you been, you know? Oh, I didn't fall down the stairs. You bastard. Honestly, dude, it's whatever genre you would want, man. It's your game. Do whatever you want. Open world slice and dice. Oh, that'd be so cool. For some reason, I thought you were gonna say slice of life rather than slice and dice. Which reminds me that I still need to watch Baby Assassins 3, which is a very strange series because I think it's the only slice of life action film series out there. It's like, yeah, there's some brutal and impressive fight scenes, but a lot of the movie is just these two young assassins who have to like put on a cover and pretend to be part of society by working part-time jobs. So on top of like killing people for money, they also work like regular jobs, like tending to convenience stores or a maid cafe. And like a lot of the movie is just them having zany, funny small talk. There's not much of a plot going on, but for some reason it's so intriguing anyway. Anyways, yeah, I need to watch that movie. I need to watch part 3 of Baby Assassins. Top-notch action. Those girls are really talented at what they do. Yeah. Probably gonna watch that once everybody leaves the party tonight.
I recognize that uniform.
Figured I'd pop in since it's been a while since I watched any of your uploads, really.
Represents a school
Yeah.
weak.
It feels like a long time since I talked to you. Like, we'll say a few things in passing every few weeks, right? But, you know... You're always working, and now I'm working. So I barely see you guys like I used to. And then by the time I come home to chat, everyone's watching Big Mac Davis's stream, which is par for the course since we all know each other from his server. But yeah. This is a good day, man. Okay, to get back in touch with the online friends, you know? And my men's group, because I didn't get to see them last week. Because yes, I had to work on a Saturday. And I did not mind. I love this new job. Stressful as it may be. I do love it. I do love what I do. I wish I was joking, but I wake up thinking about it. And wanting to do my daily routine at work, collecting all this data, doing all these stupid calculations that piss me off when they're not balanced, you know. Incredibly tired of work. Doom Girl says, I haven't done much save for binging whatever I can on YouTube. Yeah, what have you been binging?
Almost as good as Yang.
What have you been watching on YouTube? Are you watching like more gameplays of horror games? More Doom stuff, maybe? Yeah, I'd like to know. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just bully this guy. He's so easy. Watch this. You want to see me? You guys want to see me trivialize this guy? Watch this. He's not going to be able to do anything now. Okay, watch this. Oh, okay. Never mind. Getting too cocky for my own good. Guess the game wants to remind me I'm out of practice. Usual horror games and Doom. Heck yes. You know, Doom Dark Ages is on quite a big sale for a new game. It's still pretty expensive, but I don't think my graphics card could run it. I'm not sure. Might need to upgrade first. I feel like I need to buy the game first and see how well it handles, because I think Bethesda's pretty good. Or id Software's pretty good at optimizing for PC. But yeah, you played Dark Ages, right? So, let's see what you say. I'm trying not to flood the chat, but then again, I'm a super talkative person. Then again, I want to call it, this is my chat now. Do trivialize. No! Do what hell you want, Larry. Honestly, talk as much as you possibly can. I would love for this chat to be active as hell. You know? I don't have to be the only one talking. I'd love for you guys to talk amongst yourselves too. So I don't have to carry the conversation like I do all the time. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, let me swap out some mods, shoot some invitation text for my party tonight. And in the meantime, you guys chat amongst yourselves and enjoy the music. Alright, so I have returned. Oh, sorry if that was like flashing before your eyes. So, Doom Girl, you like TDA enough to play it a second time. Okay, that's good to know. Trying to get back into drawing, but since it's consistently busy at work, I've been coming home at 10:30 instead of 9. Shit. Sorry to hear that. How many hours do you have to yourself after work? Like, do you have a set bedtime? And how do you spend your days off now? Are you working? Sorry for all the questions. I've just been curious. Like, how many days a week do you work? How many hours do you have to yourself when you're done for those days? And what do you do on your days off? Other than, you know, read the craziness that happens on Dipshit Court. Let's switch on over to Bruce Lee. Yeah. Hey, there's 4 viewers here apparently. Don't be shy, guys. Feel free to say hi. Everyone's welcome and everyone's friendly here. This is not Twitter. Oh god. Anyways, here's some Bruce Lee. Oh, what the? Oh. Okay, sorry for the noise in the background. My computer's running pretty hot, so gotta turn the fan on to keep myself somewhat cool. Which means I don't really need the fan because I am ultra cool. Haha. Oh, one person left. They got scared anyway. Oh well. Let's enjoy some Bruce Lee. What the? Jeez, so intense. So yeah. You know, I do want to... Maybe I should continue on that Bruce Lee video. Even though it's kind of janky at parts. I'll make it just for fun. Yeah, I'll work on that real quick. So, here's what I have. Oh wow, I made so many different things since I started this one. Yeah, this is all stuff I needed for the Detective Duo season finale. But anyways, here's a Bruce Lee fight I was gonna make a video on. He had great potential voice act Mickey Mouse. Oh my god. Imagine a super Asian Mickey Mouse. Ho! Very good for you, Donald. I can't do both voices at once. But I have been practicing my Bruce Lee to see if I could voice act for him. I don't know if I'm gonna filter his voice or clone his voice through AI if I ever make, you know, a Sifu short film featuring him with dialogue, or if I just use my own natural voice imitation of him. Be like water. Water can crash or it can flow. What was the thing he says? Now water can flow or it can crash. When you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. When you put water in a pot, it becomes the pot. Be water, my friend. Wolfie, we should go get some ramen. That's extremely racist, Larry. Hilarious. See, look how janky this part is. Hate it. Wait, no, not here. It's fine here. Oh, never mind. It's not as bad as it was before. I think this is the part where I got discouraged because it was super janky. Yeah, see? Look how misaligned everything is happening. So weird. I hate that. I wonder if there's a better way to hide. Yeah. Do I hide it? Do I get a better angle where it doesn't do that? I don't know why it does that. It's pissing me off. What if... do it like this? Because he goes through them, right? Goes like this. Yeah, what a way to hide it. Let's do it like that. Yeah, we'll make it fast. So people don't even notice that it's janking out. And then you cut to the next angle. It is bad, but it could be worse. Software jankier shit on other stuff like SF. Yeah. Oh, good old jank. Oh, look at this jank. Damn. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's emphasize his damage from it. You may not agree with what I'm going to do. It is all contrary to all that you've taught me and what Sulin believed. I must leave. Please find a way to forgive me. That's one of my favorite Bruce Lee lines from Enter the Dragon. He's visiting his dead sister's grave. And he's pretty much preemptively asking for forgiveness before he kills a bunch of people. So I'm just gonna do this. Wait, let's see. And then I'm not gonna if I upload this video, I will omit this part. Look at that jank, right? And then I will just start the video from here. I mean the clip from here. Oh, the jank! Why is it doing that? Okay, we'll do our best. We'll do our best to get through it. So this is why Hollywood likes to cut a lot, to hide their shitty mistakes, instead of like actually choreographing things. Because then you can hide the mistakes through quick cuts. That fat enemy's face looks like the Pot of Greed Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yo, you're making me want to look that up now. Let's take a look. Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed Yu-Gi-Oh. Holy shit, it does. Wow. Good catch. That's funny. Okay. So we'll just have it go like this. Right, it's gonna be quick. And they're gonna mask the fact that we like collided. The models collided. And just go like this. Super quick cuts to hide the mistakes. Look, I'm a Hollywood film director. I'm doing a lot of quick movements and cuts to hide the fact that this looks imperfect. And then we'll start over from here, I guess, and go. Ah, why? The flowing claw looks so good here, but it won't register properly. Okay, that looks the best, I would say. And you know what? I think we've earned a static shot. So let's just leave the camera there. No fancy movements. And let the audience's eyes track the action themselves. He ate Bruce. Oh, man. Okay. I think I know I could. Oh, you know what? I still have to do it again. Oh, those quick cuts. Stupid. Stupid jank. You aren't a real director without yelling at actors playing. Action cut through a microphone on a chair with your name on it. Oh, I would, but I'm out of breath now. From yapping so much. I was so excited to do this stream. And my church group. Well, I didn't get to talk as much as I would want to, but it was nice listening to the other guys. For a change. Rather than making it the Kato show. Okay, we're just gonna omit that part. And we'll skip on over to this. Then we'll just do this. Oh yeah. Why the jank? Oh, the jank. Can we move the camera like that? Would that make sense? See? Look at that. I hid the fact that Bruce Lee is janking through is way there. Because, oh, look, the camera is excited to see where he's going to go next. This is not easy to use. It needs to work on this, yeah. Yeah, welcome back, M3 Fox. And I guess, Doom Girl probably felt the urge to work on that female marauder. But I hope she's still, tuned in and listening to me ramble. As, like, ASMR. Actually, that sounded creepy rather than relaxing. How was that turn? Okay. Okay, as much as I would love to see more, well, we'll edit one more fight sequence in this recording, and then we'll play the game. I just want to make some progress on this. Slow down a bit. Who's coming up? Who's the... Will the enemies just appear out of nowhere right now? Oh, they're not. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep it simple. Just to get through all this running. Yeah, we'll change the focus now that we see the destination in sight. So Bruce Lee is... Oh, this section is ultra jank. Let's see what happens when we go in here. Watch this. That table is so fickle. The mere wind will knock it over. Watch. Oh no, I actually avoided it. Should we go like that? Does that make sense? Yeah, good enough. That chair is kind of in the way. This could be a static shot. Slowly panning in. I think the whole fight happens in this area anyway. So let's see how it goes. Oh, I have an idea. Watch this. Okay, wait. Can I do this right? So, the goal is for the camera to get obscured by her. And then that's when he cut. It's a body wipe. Oh, look at this. Her back doesn't actually touch that thing, the wall. So just like a real film, we're gonna change the angle where it looks like she does hit it. Oh, not there. Maybe from inside? Yeah, see? Look at that. That's where it looks like she actually hits it. But she's nowhere near it. Look at that. I'm a filmmaker, you guys. Oh wait, no, that's not a good angle because that exposes it. There we go. And then there should be a little bit of a shake. Yeah. Oh, I love how she jumps. Oh, dude. I've never done that before. What a nice, happy accident. I never had the enemies just pop into frame like that. I usually show them like this. Like, oh, look, she's coming. And now she's going to do an attack. Oh, it's a good thing I don't do that because look at the jank. She janks out. But check this out. She pops into frame and does her thing. Oh, yes. you say? I also realized studying over some elements from my favorite movies, anime will help me out greatly putting SB into realizing. Yep. Dude, my ritual for making Sifu short films is basically watch an action film when you're not motivated or inspired. Or sometimes I'm not even working on a project and I decide to just watch a film anyway. After any action film I watch, even the bad ones that I've seen, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I want to make my own. If it's a good one, I go, yeah, I want to make something as good as that. If I watch a bad one, it's like, no, I can make something better than that. Either way, all roads lead to Rome, and I end up creating, and it's fun. Lots and lots of fun. I am still forever grateful that the developers at Slow Clap made this wonderful feature. Every game should have a replay editor. Imagine if Doom had a replay editor. Like, you do your things normally in first person view like you do in the game, but when you're done, it shows you like a third person version of what you just did. And you just do this. Choose different camera angles and stuff. It's kind of the reason why I might do some GTA 5 editing. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know for sure yet. What gets in the way? Something gets in the way of this camera. Oh, those things. Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy and just do this. Pacific Rim is the greatest movie to show off the best. In terms of, like, what, fight scenes? Art direction? A Doom video... Doom. Dude. Doom video editor? Wait, why did I stop there? It's weird. You just stopped walking. Yeah, that's awkward. So what we're gonna do is go like this. We're gonna hide the fact that Bruce stopped running for no reason. And instead, put the focus on this disciple. She's waiting to kick his ass. Or, well, to be more precise, waiting to get her ass kicked by him. Mostly just how giant robots fight, move, and operate in general. It's realistic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, imagine like the Transformers doing straight up wrestling moves with absolute finesse. That'd be hilarious. Like Optimus Prime. Suplexing. Oh, I don't know. What are the bad guys' names again? Just Optimus Prime. Suplexing just a bunch of Decepticons, I guess. Oh yeah, I want to go play the game now. Okay, after this fight sequence. Excuse me. I should probably turn this off. Okay. Was I supposed to have dialogue there? I think that's why I paused for a long time. I think I intended dialogue for this sequence. Yeah, Bruce Lee. Like, you know what? I'll give you guys a very, very quick and probably really bad imitation of Bruce Lee. But check this out. So, in the spirit of Game of Death, the film in which Bruce Lee wears this outfit. I'm not talking about the American version, but the unfinished Chinese version. Bruce Lee intended for that movie to be his, like, philosophical opus where he lectures all of his opponents on their fighting styles and say why he beat them due to the flaws in their fighting prowess or lack thereof in his eyes. So, in the spirit of that, I wanted to make this video where Bruce Lee beats up a bunch of people. Like this. So see how he's just avoiding and blocking things? He's trying to learn this guy. Like, is this guy going to do anything different? Nope, he's not. He's doing the same kind of things. So it's easy to dispense with him. Because that's what Bruce Lee would do. Right, and then here at this point, he would be like, "Oh, my friend, normally I do not believe in styles. Because the way in which we fight is just a form of self-expression. But you, my friend, are just merely imitating what you've seen boxers do on TV. And that is why you fall today. Because you're imitating movements without understanding the reasoning and philosophy behind them." You know, he just talk shit like that, right? He would philosophically diss his opponents, you know? Yeah, you can let me know if my Bruce Lee imitation's bad or whatever. But, I don't know, I want to try my hand at voice acting. I've already been doing it for my Detective Duo series. So after Bruce Lee beats up these fat guys, what would I have him say? Flexing his brain power for real. Yeah, well, he was a philosophy major in university. And then after beating up these fat guys, he'd be like, "Oh, my rotund friend, do not let your size limit the way you move. Just because you're a big, bulky guy doesn't mean you need to move like every stereotypical big, bulky guy. Think, and then you could move beyond your limitations." Which would be like a subtle nod to Sammo Hung. He's like a fat Chinese martial arts actor. He's really fat, right? But the guy moves like a slim guy. He could do flips like it's no problem. Check out the opening fight of Enter the Dragon. It's Bruce Lee versus Sammo Hung. And even if it's a squash match against Sammo Hung, and Bruce Lee pretty much avoids all of his attacks, you could see and you could tell that Sammo Hung, for a big fat guy, actually moves pretty well. So if I ever produce this into an actual short film with dialogue, that's the kind of shit Bruce Lee would say. "Oh, my rotund friend, do not let your size limit your movements. Just because you are some size, it doesn't mean you can't do certain movements." You know, shit like that. Not gonna lie, you have a good voice acting potential. Hey, thank you. I try. I have to overact just to make the AI, you know, do some human emotion. I have to really, really overact just to make it do a little bit of personality, or have a little personality. What would Bruce Lee say to these flash kick girls? Because he was always about mixing martial arts together. Bruce Lee technically is the first mixed martial artist, because before him, most martial arts practitioners would just stick to whatever. Like, oh, if you did karate, that's all you learned. If you did Muay Thai, that's all you learned. Right? But Bruce Lee, he was hated amongst martial arts schools because he would learn and mix different styles together. And he would say, he just said, like, every movement from every martial art actually weaves in together smoothly if you just let yourself express yourself rather than confining yourself to a style. That was his philosophy. And so, much thanks to Bruce Lee, now we have UFC and MMA. And he was right. If you look at the way, like early mixed martial arts, early UFC in the 90s, it was like that still, where it's like, oh, if you want to see how a boxer would fight a karate guy, that's what you'd get. Oh, you want to see a sumo guy fight a kickboxer? You can watch that too, right? Or a wrestler. Versus, I don't know. Just name your style. Basically, had to step out, take care of some stuff. Seems like I didn't miss out too much. You missed out a lot, but it's okay. There's always more to come. Yeah, that's what made him to an ultimate all-rounder. But yeah, so early 90s, when UFC first started, it was just guys from different styles, right? Oh, a wrestler versus a boxer, karate versus judo, blah, 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 right? But the way the sport has evolved now, it's like everybody knows a little bit of everything, and then the really good fighters specialize. So like most fighters, they know a little bit of boxing, dirty boxing, some wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a must because you take it to the ground quite a lot. But then like the really good ones, like Anderson Silva for instance, specializes in Muay Thai. It's like, yeah, he could do his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he could do a little bit of wrestling, he's not the best at it, but he employs the Muay Thai stuff on you, you're pretty much dead. Yeah, welcome back, Doom Girl. Yeah, you just missed out on my typical Bruce Lee geeking out. My Bruce Lee fanboying. So, what would he say to those flash kick girls? He would say something like... What would he say? Like, yo, you got very well practiced kicks. But unfortunately, that's all you have. You neglect the fact that you have arms and fists as well. And it's the same thing of like, why limit yourself? Why limit yourself to one style when every style is meant to be a wide spectrum of self-expression? Anyways, that's my attempt at sounding like Bruce Lee. It's unfortunate that most of his movies don't even feature his real voice. They're mostly dubbed over, even by other Chinese actors. For his Hong Kong films, it's not even his actual voice, unfortunately, for some reason. It's only Enter the Dragon and the original version of Game of Death, which I call the Chinese version, but it's not the Chinese version because he speaks English in it. Anyways, to learn more about Bruce Lee, visit your local library and look at the martial arts section. Anyways, that concludes my TED Talk for the day about Bruce Lee. Except not really, since I'm playing as him, so expect a little more trivia about him. Which also reminds me that I'm pretty much due for rewatching his films. Maybe for the party tonight, I'll put one of his films on. Actually, no, they wouldn't be appropriate. Because there's some nudity in it. Or in some of his films, most of his films. Enter a dragon, maybe a little bit. We'll see. Anyways. Oh man, you could tell I've been aching to yap for a long time. Like I yap quite a lot at work during lunch breaks and breaks, but when it's time to get back to work, I shut the hell up and I focus as best as I can because I don't want to put numbers in the wrong place or let the wrong keystroke ruin an hour's worth of work. And at my church group today, I decided to step back a little bit and let other people speak and listen to them, see what they got to say. So I've been really aching to express myself through speech, not just gaming videos and whatnot. There's one guy that joined our group for today. Oh man, he didn't add much to the conversation, but I don't know, he had like a weird... I don't want to get into it, but God bless that guy for having the courage to join a different group than usual. And for whatever struggles caused him to have this really weird false sense of masculinity. Seemed kind of sad. Anyways, I don't want to get into it. It's probably all out of context for you guys. But yeah. Having a pretty good day. Really. Did you miss anything, Larry? No. I was just saying a bunch of random crap that has no bearing to anybody's interest. I was just saying, you know, you could tell I've been dying to yap the past month or so because, you know, as much as I talk during lunch breaks at work, I pretty much silence when it's time to work. Maybe a few jokes here and there, but I focus quite a lot. And yeah, at the men's group, the church group that I go to on Saturdays, I usually talk quite a lot because I have a lot to say, obviously. Even when I try to cut back and, you know, measure my words. Today I decided, like, yeah, let's let these other guys speak. And for the most part, for the guys that are in my group usually, I'm glad that I let them speak and not interrupt them. Because, you know, they always have a lot of wisdom to share. But there's this one guy who joined our group randomly instead of being part of another group that he usually is part of. And he just added nothing. He added zero value to the conversation. I don't want to get into the details, but like, I just want to say, you know, God bless the guy for having the courage to ask to join us anyway. I could sense a lot of insecurity in the way he was trying to... You know what? I should just say it. We were just basically talking about how to be more effective as men of God and whatever. And we're talking about the, you know, cultivating a proper prayer practice. And he was just going on about how, like, oh, you shouldn't... If you're praying with your wife, you shouldn't pray to God to help you with things you're struggling with. Because I don't want to appear weak to my wife. I'm supposed to be the man of the household and all that stuff. And to some degree, I agree. But he had like a really weird, extreme, toxic sense of like, never show vulnerability to women. Because they're just gonna think you're weak and lose respect for you. And yeah, that does happen. There are some women who will exploit a man's weakness and his vulnerability. But that's only because he's coming to her like she's his mother. He wants her to be all like, oh, poor you, oh, poor baby. You know, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Where what I've learned, the healthy way of showing vulnerability around women is saying, hey, this is what I'm currently struggling with. Like for me, like if I had a wife, I started this job, right? I'd be like, I just want to let you know, babe, I'm kind of having a tough time at work. It's a lot for me to handle. and making quite a lot of mistakes. But I'm gonna keep on trying to learn my job so that I could support you and the kids, right? And I pointed out to that guy, and I don't know, he wanted to stick to his guns and just say, no, never admit weakness. I think he finally agreed with me when I said, okay, how about this? Maybe instead of mentioning your vulnerability when you're currently struggling, what you could do when you pray with your wife is in front of her, in her presence, thank God for giving you the strength to overcome whatever struggle you had during that week. And he's like, actually, yeah, that makes sense because it's over and done with. She has nothing to worry about, and I could retain my, my image of strength, which is just, it was so frustrating because this is a guy with a dad bod. He didn't look like your traditional masculine guy, like the firefighter in my group. That guy's manly as fuck, man, and he's vulnerable about his struggles, and I don't lose respect for him. I gain even more because I know he's resilient. But the guy that joined today, I was like, dude, where are you getting this false shit from, man? What the fuck? Anyways, Doom Girl says, oh yeah, to answer your several questions, I usually work 5 days a week. Holy shit, so you're full time now, basically. If I get off on time, I'll have 4 hours to do what I need to do. Whether it be cooking, showering, editing. Oh, jeez. 4 hours only, eh? Yeah, now I can see why you're kind of like stressed out quite a lot. Especially with like very unhelpful coworkers. Well, as we've been saying for a few days now, it's like I hope you find a better job at some point. Highly recommend if you could get an office job. Or just, I don't know, if you don't mind retail, that's pretty chill too. If you sell like cool shit, you will typically work with cool people. But yeah, what the fuck indeed, if you're saying what the fuck to what that guy was saying. Because that was just, I don't want, yeah, you know what, I did pray for the guy afterwards. Because what I was sensing from him was just like, if I'm going to put my armchair psychologist mode on and won't exploit your weaknesses. Yeah, a good woman won't exploit your weakness. And she won't lose respect for a guy if he is vulnerable with her. Maybe if he cries like a little bitch, right? Like uncontrollably, unconsolably. I don't know. I think these aren't hard, fast rules, and people are just doing a very bad job at defining what men or women should or shouldn't do. We're all in it together, you know. A man is allowed to struggle and admit when something is troubling him. The key is just like, man or woman, it doesn't even matter. Even with women, the same rule applies, right? Don't complain for complaining's sake. You can vent to get your emotions out for sure, but without some intention to improve or find a way to like cope better, then yeah, then you're just soaking in victimhood, and that's not good either. Soaking in victimhood and trying to get, like infinite sympathy for what you're going through is just as unhealthy as acting like nothing is phasing you at all while you're dying on the inside. So, yeah. I didn't even get to open up about my own struggles this week because we had to wrap up early. There was another group taking the church hall from us. So when it came to my turn, which was somehow last today, I just had to give like the Coles notes of my experiences for the week, my struggles with spirituality and whatnot. Well, whatever. I got to share with you guys what I wanted to share with them. Actually, no, I didn't. I still haven't shared what I wanted to share with them. But I got to expand on what I talked about with them today. With you guys. You guys, feel free. Let me know what you think. Is it embarrassing for a guy to cry in front of his wife or admit weakness? Doom Girl, as the resident woman in the chat right now, would you lose respect for a guy if you're, say you have a boyfriend, right? Would you lose respect for him if he just told you, hey, I'm currently struggling right now? The bloody atmosphere, the red room. Yep. Red room over there. Yeah, I hate these two girls. Yeah, well, no, it's brave to admit weakness. Nothing is wrong in that. Larry says. Doom Girl says, I second what Larry said. Did you try to imitate me with that squeaky voice? What squeaky voice? You don't have a squeaky voice. You have a freaking deep-ass manly voice. Did my voice get squeaky? Am I losing my voice from talking too much? Shit, probably is. I need to save my breath for the fam jam later tonight. Yeah, what I told the guy was trying to act like you're so strong is like the bigger form of weakness. Because if you were truly strong, you could actually relinquish your armor for a bit, knowing that everything that's underneath is strong enough to withstand whatever scrutiny that is to come to it, you know? So. Oh, the Red Room voice. Oh, that was from The Simpsons. Todd Flanders. I'm digging the colorful vibe. Yeah, it's such a good vibe. Red Room over there. Yeah, he was just. I can't remember the context of it. It had something to do with his shining. Todd Flanders was like spooked out by some room. And he was like acting kind of possessed, going, Red Room over there. Yeah, I'm just full of like random Simpsons references. You know this by now. I have a Simpsons reference for everything. Wow, whatever. Let's keep going. Okay, so, I don't know, maybe Doom Girl could relate to this. But because I have ADHD, and sometimes I have some thoughts that are left unexpressed, they kind of feel like an itch I need to scratch. I don't know if you get that. But personally for me, I always have like certain thoughts that bug me until I say them. It's like, oh, it's such an itch. I need to scratch that itch in my brain, or it's going to bother me until I say it. But the itchy thought that I've had was what I wanted to answer. So it typically goes on at these church meetings. We'll have like these cards with like spiritual questions on them, and we'd go around in our small groups in a circle, answer the questions. So one of the questions was like, where do you think you may struggle in your prayer life? And what I wanted to say, I said the Cole's Notes version of this. I guess I'll say it again here anyway, because I don't want to get into too much detail. But what I wanted to say was, you know, I struggle to pray consistently when everything's going well in my life. Because, you know, I don't like it when people only come to me because they have problems and then just peace out from my life afterwards. Feels annoying, you know? So it's like, I feel like God is the same way, where it's like, oh, you only come to me when you need something. But when everything's good, you know, where's the gratitude for that? That's what I wanted to share at the group today, but we didn't have enough time. And that freaking, you know, that false toxic masculine, not toxic, but that false alpha guy took up way too much time. He was yapping about some next crap, and I had to interrupt him a couple times and ask someone else a question to get them to start the conversation over again on something on track and something of merit. But again, I pray for the guy. I feel like maybe he's had like a nagging wife and mother, and that's why he feels like he needs to be super this is just my guess why it was like that. But anyways, yeah, to share with you guys, yeah, Tuesday night I was pretty depressed because my dad woke up in a panic at 4 a.m. struggling with his health issues, and he was like throwing a fit. My mom was like arguing with him, saying, oh, we should just take you to the emergency room and whatever, and he was like arguing against it. I gotta hop off to work in a bit. Alright, doing great. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good time. Hope you survive. Hope the Lord has mercy on you today. That customers treat you with love and respect, the love and respect you deserve. And your coworkers do the best they can to help you out where they need to. Have fun, champ, indeed. But yeah, Tuesday was rough because my dad, you know, I got depressed about him being so like helpless now. And at work, there was just way too much stuff to do, and I was like messing up quite a lot. And that was a day where I prayed like, yeah, dear Lord, please have mercy on my parents' souls as they traverse this trying time in their lives. And, you know, for me to just give me the focus and fortitude to actually do this job right. So that was Tuesday, and I kind of struggled up till Tuesday, Wednesday. I struggled quite a lot. Very depressed, especially because of my performance at work. I'm just so used to being good at things, you know. It goes back to the blender thing. I'm so used to being good at things, it hurts my soul to be bad at things. Like it was with Blender. But yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday were rough. I was kind of slow. And then Thursday, I found myself kind of learning. I did most things pretty well throughout the day, but then something came in late, and it shouldn't have taken that long to work on it. But I got confused by it, so I had to stay late an extra hour, trying to figure out what I was doing. And I was praying like, Lord have mercy, man. And then Friday, yesterday, I got things done super early, and I had nothing to do in the afternoon. So much so that I just had to volunteer to help someone else out with their work. And yeah, that's where I struggle to pray, is like, I feel like I only come to the God when I'm struggling with something. I need strength or like mercy and all that stuff. But when things are going well, you know, I struggle to be consistent and grateful. But I made sure before leaving work on Friday, while I was warming up my car on a super cold day, say my prayers, give my thanks, praise the Lord, all that stuff. That's what I wanted to share. That's what I wanted to share in the men's group today. Rather than that guy, that interloper, just complaining about his wife to us. It was just so unproductive, but, you know, I appreciate that he felt courageous and trusting enough to open up to us about his struggles with his wife. I can't tell if it's like pressure he puts on himself or if his wife demands that much, you know, excess manliness from him and like perfection. Oh shit, Jung is here. 최정수 입소니다. 안녕하십니까. 정. 안녕하세요, 정. 오늘은 잘해요? 오랜만이에요. Anyways, I didn't mean to like make this like a preaching freaking stream. But that's just what's been on my mind. People watching the VOD and people watching live. I apologize. No, I don't. I don't apologize for anything. Like, I respect you if you don't believe, if you don't have faith yourself, if you don't have a religion, or you have a different one, whatever the case may be. But, you know, we could all still be friends, regardless of, you know, race, creed, and color. All that good stuff that Bruce Lee preached. You know, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to seem like Confucius say, but under the same heavens, we all brothers under the same heavens, as Bruce Lee said. Oof. Oh, I didn't read that. Oof, I relate to that. When I try a new drawing technique and it doesn't work out, it bugs me for a whole day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It sucks to suck at stuff. Like, my self-esteem the first 2 weeks at this new job. Look, I'll admit it. Even if Doom Girl's not here anymore, even if she was still here, I wouldn't feel ashamed to admit, like, yeah, I felt really down and out about myself for not doing as good of a job at this job than I would, say, editing a video. Right? There's no shame in it. Actually, to that guy's credit, he did say that it depends on how you say it. Right? You could share your struggles without being whiny about it. You could say, hey, I'm working on fixing this. Versus, oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I'll make sure to remember that you yelled at me. So, you know what? Yeah, it was a... Now that I look back on it, in retrospect, that guy joining our group for today was not a bad thing at all. My argument with him never got heated. It was just an exchange of ideas. There's some stuff that he taught me, just like that thing I just mentioned. So yeah, you know, God bless that guy. You know, I personally prefer that he doesn't join our group again next week, because I don't think he fits the vibe of our group. But I'm sure he fits the vibe of the group he's usually part of. But you know, as a brother in Christ, I'll welcome him with open arms, even if he decides to come back to our group instead of to his other group. See? There's some good in everything. Exactly. I was just being selfish because my narcissism wasn't satisfied today. It's like, it's not about me, you know? Those sessions are about how to serve the Lord better not how to impress each other with our accomplishments and the things we survive and whatever. Like, yes, take great joy in each other's triumphs for sure, but you know, all roads lead to Rome. And by Rome I mean God. You know, the main focus there is how can we best serve the highest ideal of virtue and honor the creator. And even if you don't believe in God, right, there's still a transcendent ideal in the ether of reality where everybody, with any sense anyway, has some sense of justice and virtue that they want to live up to and that they want the world to live up to. For us Christians, we just call that natural inkling God. If that makes any sense. If not, I lost everybody, I don't apologize for that. Because I'm just too deep for you. No, but anyways. We all have our weaknesses stand in our way. But we get conquered them with the right methods. Yeah. And I hope for that guy, I could be wrong, but I sense that he feels not as masculine as he thinks he should be. That he can't share with his wife what he may be struggling with. But what I love about the fireman guy, he shared that, like, you know, his wife says, when you leave for the day, go for work, you do what you gotta do. But when you come home, you're free to be whatever way you want, as long as you continue to love and respect, you know, her and the kids, which he does do. You know, God bless this guy too. He's always like concerned about if he's doing a good job or not with raising his daughters. And I kindly pointed out to him, like, hey, the fact that you worry at all if you're doing a good job, I think is an indication that you are. Because most parents will think that they're doing a good job regardless and not take any feedback on how they could be better. Oh, I'm a good parent. I work 9 hours a day and 40 hours a week, and I put food on the table. These kids, they just need to be fucking grateful, you know? I love that this guy's like vulnerable enough, and he's a fucking jacked firefighter. And this guy's telling his wife, hey, you know, I had a hard day at work. You know, let's go pray together about it or whatever. Like, I love that he was there to, because he's part of my usual group, and I'm glad that he contrasted that other guy who was so beta. You know, but again, I should allow him some grace. Maybe he struggled with something, and, you know, he's coming from a place of, like, deep struggle, and he's ashamed or afraid to admit that it's a struggle to begin with. So gotta give him the Lord's grace. What's sweet? I'm saying a lot of things, so whenever you guys say something in the chat, I'm like, yeah, well, what was that even too? I say too many things. You forgot now? That's okay. That's all good.
To each crime its punishment, and to each punishment its weapon.
On a more lighter note, the cool thing about playing as Bruce Lee, especially compared to Daredevil, is that I can just kill the fuck out of everyone. Because most Bruce Lee films are all about him racking up a freaking kill count. Yeah, if you watch Fist of Fury, Bruce Lee's character, he's not just some kung fu guy. He's actually like a slasher villain. Because he's out for blood. Goldfish memory. It's all good. Maybe with the thing about the wife, the fireman guy, and his wife letting him be whatever way he is at home, so long as he loves the wife and kids the same. And was it the thing where I said something about him always worrying about whether or not he's doing a good job with his daughters, and me telling him, you know, hey, the fact that you worry is probably an indicator that you are doing a good job. Was it that thing? I feel like it was that thing. Jeez, how long have I been streaming for, by the way? Sheesh.
For whom does the bell toll?
We'll check out after this fight. Probably my brain is on exactly 6 different places switching in between at the speed of Mach 3. Sometimes you miss a thing. Yeah, I can understand why you would miss a thing. Especially since I say a lot. I talk so fast and loud. I was thinking about this yesterday, actually. Because my coworkers were saying that I have a very loud voice. Sometimes. I'm like, wait, but I've practiced so hard to speak slower and quieter. Because it was a trouble. It was a trouble. It was a struggle for me growing up, talking so fast and loud. People couldn't keep up with what I was saying. And my mouth couldn't keep up with what I was trying to say. So I've taken great pains to, like, slow down my speech. Lower down my volume. Welcome back, Jung. 오늘은 잘해요. 먹었어요? 저는 스파게티를 먹었어요. 그리고 아침에 크로issant 하고 커피를 먹었어요. Yeah, my parents say I have to speak quieter due to my voice being that strong. Jeez. Yeah, it's a delicate art. How to speak quiet and slowly. Okay, let's go back to Kiriko now. I miss my girlfriend. So while I switch mods and take a breather, enjoy the music.